Imagine a city shrouded in an eerie silence, a place where the air itself seems to whisper of forgotten things. In this strange, nameless city, there's only one law: erasure. Day by day, the people who live here lose their most cherished possessions, not their gold or their jewels, but their names, their pasts, and the faces of those they once loved. They drift through their lives in a state of mundane peace, but it's an empty peace. Every morning, they are born anew, their minds a blank slate, devoid of history or identity. Into this world of oblivion stumbles a young woman, a traveler who arrives purely by chance. She soon makes a terrifying discovery: she is the only one who remembers. Her memories are intact, a vibrant, chaotic tapestry in a world of stark white canvas. At first, she questions her own sanity. She watches the citizens move like soulless puppets, their eyes vacant, their actions mechanical. Are they real? Is she? But soon her confusion turns to conviction. She uncovers the truth of a dark, mystical force that feeds on memories to maintain absolute control over the city and its people. Most would run. Most would try to escape before their own identity was stripped away. But she refuses to surrender. A fierce determination ignites within her. She decides she won't just escape, she will save them. Her mission is one of quiet rebellion, a fight waged not with swords but with scraps of the past. She begins collecting faded old photographs from dusty attics, images of smiling faces that no one recognizes. She carries a small device, recording people's voices as they hum tuneless melodies, capturing the unique cadence of souls who have forgotten their own song. She starts writing letters, anonymous notes left on doorsteps and benches. "Your name is Alara," she writes to a woman who sells flowers. "You once told your daughter that lilacs were promises of spring." To a man who mends shoes, she writes, "You are Thomas. You used to dream of sailing the open sea." She fills the silent air with music, playing old, familiar tunes on a forgotten piano in the town square, hoping a single chord might unlock a hidden door in their minds. She gathers nostalgic objects, a child's spinning top, a worn leather-bound book, a silver locket, and places them where their owners might find them, like breadcrumbs leading back to a life they can't remember. Along this lonely path, she meets someone. He's a young man with kind eyes and a gentle spirit, but he has lost everything, even his own name. He wanders the city, a ghost in his own life. Yet, when he sees her, something stirs within him. He doesn't know why, but he feels an inexplicable pull, a deep, resonant feeling that she is profoundly important. He can't explain it, but he knows he has to help her. He becomes her shadow, her protector, her first and only ally in a city of strangers. Their quest for remembrance does not go unnoticed. The city has a ruler, a tyrant who thrives on the blankness of his people. He sees her as a disease, a spark of memory that could ignite a fire and burn his kingdom of oblivion to the ground. He wants them to remain forgotten, docile, and easy to control. The chase begins. She and her companion are hunted through winding cobblestone streets. They face deception from those who fear the pain that memories can bring, and they endure moments of crushing despair, where it feels like the fog of forgetfulness is too thick to ever break through. The climax arrives in a storm of magic and resolve. The young woman discovers the heart of the city's curse, an ancient artifact known as the Source of Memories. As the ruler's guards close in, she and the young man fight their way to the center of the city. With her last ounce of strength, and with him shielding her from their pursuers, she activates it. The effect is instantaneous and breathtaking. A brilliant light erupts from the source, flooding every street and alleyway. But it's not just light, it's color, sound, and feeling. It's a tidal wave of everything that was stolen. All across the city, people stop in their tracks. A baker clutches his head, a single word escaping his lips, Anna. A child looks at her mother, her eyes wide with recognition, Mama. The city is no longer silent, it's filled with gasps of recognition, tears of joy, and the beautiful, chaotic noise of a world remembering itself. In the midst of this glorious rebirth, the young woman turns to her companion. He's staring at her, his expression a mixture of shock, awe, and dawning realization. The memories are rushing back to him, not as a gentle stream, but as a powerful flood. He remembers his name. He remembers his family. And he remembers her. In that heart-stopping moment, they both understand a truth that had been buried under years of dust and oblivion. Before the curse, before the city lost its soul, they had known each other. More than that, they had shared a secret, a deep and mutual crush that neither of them ever had the courage to voice. It was a silent attraction, a quiet spark that had somehow survived in the deepest parts of their souls, even when their minds were completely blank. It was the inexplicable feeling that had drawn him to her, the anchor that kept his kindness alive. The story ends not with a grand declaration, but with a shared, knowing smile. The city is alive again, its people ready to rebuild, not from a place of forgetfulness, but from a foundation of renewed awareness. And standing together in the warm, colorful light, the two of them are finally ready to turn their old, unspoken feelings into a brand new beginning.